So we're into 6G now. I just finished 5G. I was a leader on 5G getting that done. And now they're up to 6.
Let's do it again.
What does that do? Give you a little bit deeper view into somebody's skin? See how perfect it is? So we're into 6G now. I just finished 5G. I was a leader on 5G getting that done. And now they're up to 6.
Let's do it again.
What does that do? Give you a little bit deeper view into somebody's skin? So we're into 6G now. I just finished 5G. I was a leader on 5G getting that done. And now they're up to 6.
Let's do it again.
What does that do? Give you a little bit deeper view into somebody's skin?
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to start off by giving all honors and glory and praises due to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, the elders of Great Millstone, the men that told me this truth. Peace and salutation, brakathum to all you sincere Akim, laboring in this truth throughout the four corners of the earth. And as you've seen in the video, the clip I just played with Trump, saying that, they want to bring in the 6G. And, he was making fun saying that what is it going to do? It's going to have a deeper view where it's going to, track under the skin or something by that effect, where he said that he's going to have a deeper view under the skin, and which is code for they're going to chip the people in the near future. All right, with this whole 6G technology, you see, and they want to rush this thing very soon. I mean, in the next maybe year or two, and they're with this whole 6G, they need it because it's going to be 10 times faster, 100 times faster. Let me say that than the actual 5G that they have right now. And I remember when they was putting up those 5G towers, during the time, the C19, and they had the lockdown and people were getting sick. A lot of people were getting sick due to the radiation that comes from the 5G towers, and we can just imagine what the 6G is going to do on the, as far as the health of these people, man. For those that take it, all right, because they want to eventually merge man and machine, the fourth industrial revolution. That's what their plans are, the wicked elites, you see. And this is also prophecy, according to Revelation, the 13th chapter, verse 16 on down, which is the mark of the beast, all right? If you take this chip, which is the mark, the mark, which is the charagma, the actual microchip, all right? And when you go into it, the charagma, it means an imprinted mark, all right? It's an actual physical mark. It's not a embargo. It's not Christianity. It's not spiritual, all right? It's an actual physical mark that, they're going to force everyone on the planet Earth to receive. And you're not going to be able to buy or sell without this actual device. You're not going to be able to go to the grocery store. You're not going to be able to pay your rent or even work. Things like that, man. And we're seeing right now the beginning stages of how they're going to, eventually bring this chip in, because eventually things are going to get bad here in this society where, people are going to be left with no choice but to take the mark. Okay. But let me read this article real quick. It says researchers have developed a prototype 6G chip, often utilizing a hybrid photonic electronic design that operates across full spectrum frequencies and receives data speeds of over 100 gigabyte per second. All right, so it's gonna be fast, man. You know, that's how they want this thing to be done, because when you do transactions, they want it where it's done within seconds. You know, you receive whatever payment money, you know, within seconds. All right, so it's gonna be sort of like when you Zelle someone or you do Cash App, things like that, right? It's gonna be fast. The person is gonna receive that money within seconds. All right, and it says which is potentially which is potentially 100 to 500 times faster than current 5G. This technology, often touted in Chinese scientific breakthroughs, is designed for ultra low latency, supporting future AI, autonomous systems, and 8K streaming. All right. So right now they have prototypes that's out right now. So they're working on this thing, man. All right. They want to really bring this thing out very soon. All right. It says key aspects of 6G chip technology. That's why you got Trump, you know, with all these, these people that are big into tech, right? Technocracy. They want to have it where technology is running the government. Okay. You know, and this is not by coincidence that these things are happening, because their main goal is to make sure that the people are chipped, and you know they have ultimate control over the masses. All right, and these things are happening right now. You know, in different countries, you have take for instance out there in Sweden. All right, you have people that are being chipped right now. People walking around with the actual chip in them. All right, and this is going to be the norm very soon. So it says speed and capacity. The chips are designed to enable transmission speeds of 50 to 100 gigabytes per second. Full spectrum capability. They can operate across a wide range of frequencies, including terahertz bands, which reduces the need for multiple separate radio systems. Size and efficiency. The prototype chips are tiny, often smaller than a thumbnail, ensuring they can eventually be integrated into mobile devices. And you had the CEO of Nokia. He said that in the near future, the mobile phone is going to be within your body. All right, so all form of communication and way how you transfer money and make transactions are going to be all on this this device, which is eventually is going to be a chip. It's going to be the chip. All right, it's going to have all your information, which when you go into the root word for Karax is, Karax, which Karax is the actual needle that they use, the delivery system that's going to be used to put the chip within you. And then when you go down into the root word of Karax is grapho, which is the information, the writings. All right. And that's where they're going to have all the information, all that they know about you is going to be written on that chip. Okay. It says the application, it says these chips are crucial for AI-driven wireless networks, holographic communication, and industrial automation, right? And it's going to get deeper than that, man. They're going to, like I said, they're going to have all your information on there. They're going to know your government. They're going to know who you are. When was the last time you went to the doctor's visit? All right. When the last time you bought a item out the store, they're going to know everything, man. All right. You're going to be officially in the system, that B system. All right. Let me jump down. It says timeline. It says while prototypes exist, widespread commercialization and deployment of 6G technology are expected around 2030. Yeah, that's the end date, but they want to bring this thing out way before 2030. You know what I'm saying? 2030, their goal is to have everybody with this chip in them. All right. So it says challenges. The technology must still overcome hurdles related to energy efficiency, heat dissipation, and global standardization. You see? So, when the Apostle Paul mentioned that in Revelation, the 16th chapter, that those that take the mark of the beast, they're going to have that grievous sore. This is what's going to cause it, because when you said the heat dispensation, you having a foreign object in your body, of course, it's going to cause some type of disruption in the body. It's going to cause cancer. All right. It's going to cause where, just like a battery. All right. A battery eventually burns out through the dispensation of time. A battery is going to eventually burn out. And that's what the chip is. It's like it doesn't, it has heat all around it, because it's supposed to be in a computer, not in someone's body. So eventually, it's going to show that sore. It's going to have that pus coming out of your hand. And, matter of fact, let's get that in the book of Revelation, because that's what the Apostle John seen on the island of Patmos. All right. This is Revelation chapter 16. I'm going to start at verse 1. It says, "And I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the seven angels, go your ways and pour out the vials of the wrath of the Most High upon the earth. And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast," right? The charagma, all right? The chip, the sihip, "and upon them which worshipped his image," which is this system, all right? And for you to get that noisome and grievous sore, see, we're gonna know you who took the chip or not, all right? Whether you put it in your hand or your forehead, we're gonna know, all right? Because it's gonna give off a sore, cancerous sore, for those that take that mark, all right? And we know the judgment for that is let's go to Revelation 14 and 9. It says, "And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image," right? His system, you see, the New World Order, all right, "and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and the presence of the Lamb." You see? So that judgment is going to take place here in America. All right? The Lord spoke on, that second death, man. All right? The Bible speaks on the second death, which we know the first death was the flood. All right? With only Noah, his three sons and their wives, and Noah's wife was the only ones to be saved. All right. Other than that, the whole earth got destroyed. They drowned. All right. And this time around, the second death is going to take part here in America, that lake of fire. All right. Where only the elect is going to be saved out of that. For those that are here on the earth, I mean, not on the earth, but here in America, they will be destroyed, all right, by thermonuclear destruction, all right, when those missiles are shot, during the time of World War III, because before, war can actually break out, as far as, missiles flying, okay, this prophecy has to take place. The mark of the beast has to be instituted and made mandatory. So when we see that, just know that, this thing is going to speed up. The Lord is going to speed this thing up. All right. Like it tells you in Matthew, the 24th chapter, if the Lord doesn't speed this thing up for the elect's sake, that no flesh shall be saved. All right. So eventually we know that when the time come when they make this thing mandatory for you to go down to your local wherever and get this chip, that's the only way you'll be able to buy and sell and do things here in the society. Just know that the end is near. Just know that our Lord, right, he's right around the corner to deliver his elect, those that believe. All right, those that has been hastening for the day of the Lord. All right, he's going to make his return very soon. So we're living in these times, the actual times where it was prophesied, man, as far as the destruction of Babylon the Great and the deliverance of the elect. We're in these times right now, man. All right, we seeing what's going on concerning Iran and the U.S. and whatnot, and the whole thing with the Strait of Hormuz. This thing is going to only escalate where other countries are going to get involved. Such countries as Russia, China. All right, and they're going to get involved, man, and things are going to get even to the point of where food prices are going to go up. It's going to create a famine. All right. The time of Jacob's trouble, all hell breaking loose here in the society. And then people are going to be begging to receive this mark, to receive that chip, so things could get back to normal. But guess what? That's the snare. All right. That's a trap. You see, you take that mark, you're going to be destroyed. All right. I'm talking about you Israelites, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right. Because we're the Lord's chosen people. But if you take that mark, you done made your choice. You done sided with the devil. You done sided with Satan, the so-called white man. Okay? And for that, you're going to be destroyed here. All right? So we're very close to the return of our Lord very soon. We just got to hold on and, keep fighting, man. Keep fighting that good fight of faith. And soon we're going to see, man, this thing is going to be the game changer. When this thing is implemented, you know what I'm saying? This is going to be what separates those that truly believe in the Lord. All right. Because that hour of temptation is near. And those that don't, those that love this world, this present world, right? They're going to side with this devil. They're going to side with this world, man, and they're going to be destroyed right along with this world. All right. So with that, I'm going to end it there. All praises due to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. Till the next time, I say Shalom.